What is up? Hey there, welcome to the Freelance Movement free video training series. My name is John Pagulayan, and I'm going to be your host for this three-part video series where I'm going to show you exactly the simplest way to go from employment or unemployment to working at home as a freelancer earning six figures each month. Basically, I will show you at the bare minimum how to go from someone who doesn't have any idea what freelancing is to someone like Lyra. Sabi niya dito, nagsimula kami sa 135k per month basis na contract until nag-upsell kami nung June, naging 235. And nung December, he signed up for a 6-month contract with us with almost $500,000 each month. Just imagine that, how much your life would change if you're earning $500,000 per month. Now, I'm also going to show you how to be someone like Paul. Paul says, my name is Paul, full-time freelancer. Over 10 years ago, I was broke and unemployed. Don't know anything about freelancing, don't have any technical skills, zero knowledge, no computer, no internet, no cell phone. But that didn't stop Paul from doing freelancing and then right now earning these types of earnings, $1,275, $8,500. I'm also going to be showing you how to be someone like Jolene. Sabi niya dito, my 10K turned into 2 million just by pursuing my passion. And what does Jolene do? She's a licensed architect. That's what she does. I'm also going to show you how to be someone like Camille. Sabi niya, before joining the tribe, I only charge $100 to $500 per project. And then right now, sabi niya, nahihiya ako mag-share ng wins kasi halima ang mga tao dito. But right now, she's charging $900 to $6,000 on her services. So, if you've ever been confused on how to start freelancing, and more importantly, have questions such as, ano bang skills dapat meron ako para gawin to? Kailangan ko ba talaga ng experience? Paano if totally clueless ako about this industry? Need ko ba magbayad? Okay? Need ko bang maglabas ng pera to actually start freelancing? Well, the short answer, no. Now, there are also questions like, well, paano pala nagkaka-client? Saan ako mag-a-apply? If those are the questions inside your head right now, I just want to tell you that this live training is for you. You see, we've been helping literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of people who'd like to start their own freelancing business since 2017. And as you can see, on our main group, we have almost 4,000 members, 84,000 members in our free group, and tens of thousands of followers in our other pages. And some have gotten extremely great results. Lahat ng mga members namin dito, most of them have gotten results. And what we'd like to happen is that by the end of this three-part video series, is that you'll have so much clarity about how to start your very own work-from-home freelancing business. And I'm telling you this right now because there is an unlikely opportunity. You see, about over 2 years now since COVID-19 hit, but businesses both here and abroad have yet to bounce back. In fact, millions of small businesses were either on the verge of closing or have already stopped operating. In fact, you can go to the mall right now, and if you go there, malamang sa hindi, makikita mo karamihan ng mga stores sarado. Same goes here sa Pinas, right? With businesses closing, left and right, unable to return to normal operations, madami sa atin, di pa rin nakakabalik ng trabaho or hirap maghanap ng trabaho. And all of a sudden, the jobs that have once promised security, they're now basically gone. Most of those who were working the 9 to 5 or the 8 to 5 dito sa atin either had their jobs on hold, restructured, or completely taken away. But here's a big but. Something happened. In fact, in 2021, things are starting to look up that over 500,000 new businesses have emerged, which is 3 times more than the usual. Now, what does this have to do with you? Well, I'd love for you to check this out. You see, business owners have been Googling the term Upwork to look for help in running their businesses. Now, if you don't know what Upwork is, it's an online marketplace where people or businesses can find freelancers to actually help them in their business. And the number of people searching for this marketplace has more than quadrupled, which means more and more businesses are starting to realize the importance of an online workforce. The businesses before who didn't used to have any presence online, they are starting to double down their efforts to have one. And businesses have turned to the internet to supplement their revenue. Now, remember how call centers dito sa Pinas allowed us, most of our people, to work from home? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now at the global scale, not just in call centers, but in most businesses, and there's no turning back. Like yoga studios and gyms have started providing online classes. Yung mga spas and clinics have started selling their skincare products. Now, restaurants have started accepting orders online. In fact, events places have also started doing virtual retreats. And live in-person events, the workshops, have also taken an online approach and ginagawa na lang via Zoom. And this right here is good news because it means that literally, and I mean literally, millions of businesses, both here and abroad, are now in urgent need of help in doing their business online. As one of our tribe members have discovered, sabi niya, tribe mates, just last week while on Facebook, I saw an ad for a local milk tea shop that gave me an idea. Since wala namang ginagawa kapatid ko, why not teach them how to run basic Facebook ads for business? That. And then, anong pitch nila? Sabi nila dun sa mga milk tea shops ito, hello, just wondering if you want to get more orders for your business. Let me know if you're interested. We're happy to discuss further. By the way, I'm from Albay. Thank you. And then, what happened? Well, most of our tribe members tried it out and it really works. Like for example, Christine says, may nag-reply din sa akin, thank you. Di ko lang in-edit yung name. Tay-tay lang naman nandito sa group. But see what I mean? Even your friendly neighborhood milk tea operator is looking for more ways to get sales online. And right now is the prime time to get in on this opportunity while the demand is at an all-time high and there isn't that many to provide a supply. So parang ganito rin yung opportunity. Because of this, what most people thought was an unstable way to earn money has become one of the most stable source of income during this period of pandemic. Take Heart, for example, who closed $3,000 clients in the middle of quarantine period. Now, here's also, a testimonial from Maurice, who sealed a $1,495 project in May, and basically that's an extra 74,750 each and every month. There's also some people like Glyza, who closed a $5,000 project by simply coming from a place of help. Now, if you think these are isolated cases, I want you guys to think again. Because, for example, here's Tish, closed a $14,628,000 deal for 1 month of work. If ako makaklose ng ganyan, malamang magbabakasyon na lang ako for the whole year. There's also people like Mao. Sabi ni Mao, got my first 600,000 pesos total income as a TFT member on my second month. Just on second month of joining us, he already closed a 600,000 peso income. There's also people like Bev. Sabi niya, I closed a $7,000 funnel design and she paid in full. Meaning, hindi pa niya ginagawa yung trabaho, binayaran na siya ng $7,000 and now all she has to do is do the work and then that's it. There's also people like Jerlinia, from burned out to hitting seven-figure income. Sabi nga niya dito, Sir Chief, bakit niya kita nakilala? Yan. Sabi niya, my name's Sherlinia, but I prefer to be called Peachy. I just want to share my win. I was able to hit my end of the year goal in just 4 months. In just 4 months, she was able to hit her 7-figure income. There's also people like Justine. By the way, if for those who don't know Justine, I think she's just like 22 to 23 years old. But right now, she's earning around 480K, 550K, 7 figures for her projects. Again, these are not isolated cases. In fact, for the entire year of 2021, our members inside the tribe program have accumulated, reported revenue of over 101 million in paid wins for 2021. That's right smack in the middle of, the pandemic period. Now, of course, this does not count yung mga monthly na binabayaran sila. These are just, wins that people posted inside the group. So this does not count people who did not post, and this does not also count the payments that were sent to them on a monthly basis. So di naman sa pagmamayabang, but the real figure behind this should be 4 to 5 times more than we've actually recorded. So what's the point of, me telling you all of this? Well, the point is, while most Filipinos are fearful of the future, there's a special group of people who are making bank and getting wins after wins after wins after wins. In essence, while COVID 19 has taken jobs, it also accidentally created 6 and 7 figure per month Filipino earners. And while things are getting better, there's no guarantee that the next couple of months will be any easier. This pandemic has changed the way we do things now and both now and in the future. So we simply cannot bury our heads, magtago, and hope that things are going to get better if we only wait. And this is our opportunity right here, right now, to think bigger, better, and to come up with more, how do I say this, like innovative solutions to basically tackle our problems, whether it's income, our problems with work, and whatnot. That's why this now is the time. Now is the time to rethink what it really means to make a living. Now is the time to move from offline to online. Now is the time to make a change and go for it. And this opportunity right here is no different. Now, the goal of this video series is simple. It's to equip you with a proven plan that allows you to work from home or basically anywhere you want and create a business that needs little to zero capital. One that allows you to earn a good income every single month, no matter what is happening in the world, and one that you can do even if you don't have the knowledge or the experience to pull it off. Para naman, you have the freedom to do things that you want, go where you want, whenever you want, while having a lot of options and having a lot of time freedom. Now, this business will also allow you to grow with your kids, see them grow up in front of you, which is something most OFWs and full-time working parents can't do. This would also allow you to travel, right? Travel a lot, going on adventures with family, friends, loved ones, without thinking about the budget, mapa-accommodations man yan, transport, food. It's going to give you the capacity to buy your needs and, being debt-free. All the while having the security na kahit anong mangyaring emergency, you won't feel helpless kasi you can now afford to enjoy life without the worries, right? Online freelancing is here to stay and it's not showing signs of slowing down. And it's an opportunity you can grab right here, right now. Now, for this first video, we're going to talk about what online freelancing really is, the best way to start an online freelancing business, and how to make it so that ikaw mismo ang lalapitan ng clients. So let's start first with defining what freelancing is. What is freelancing? Well, in the most basic sense of the word, a freelancer is a self-employed professional who offers her or his service to one or several clients at once without being obligated to any of them. This means you are an independent contractor, you are your own boss, you get clients, not employers, and you set your own rules, you're allowed to set your own price. Now, let me give you an example of this. Parang yung kapitbahay niyong karpentero. Like, they're called in for a specific task or repair. He gets paid for doing just that, and he says how much the job will cost. He has the right to choose who he wants to do repairs for, and he doesn't have to work if he doesn't feel like it. He isn't tied to only one household, di ba? Pwede siyang kumuha ng multiple households, and he can offer his service to anyone who needs it in the neighborhood. Pwede rin siyang mag-hire ng kapwa niya karpentero para di siya mahirapan, or hire several of them para hindi na siya magtrabaho. That's the offline version of an online freelancer. Kasi as an online freelancer, you have the freedom to choose your own line of work. You can dictate the time of the day and week that you will work, the amount of pay that you will get, and the convenience of staying at home. Pwede kang mag-work at home or work wherever you choose to work. Now that you have an idea what a freelancer is, we're now going to be talking about the very first steps you should do to get started. And no, we're not going to ask you to learn a bunch of different things that most online freelancers think are needed para maging successful. Because frankly, when you're starting out, you don't really have to be good at anything. In fact, trying to be ready and being good at, wanting to know everything before you get started is what stops most people from doing online freelancing. Kasi madalas, no-overwhelm sila sa dami ng gagawin. That's just a recipe for disaster. But not you. You're different. Since nandito ka and you're watching this video, you know there's a better and simpler way of doing things. And based from thousands, yep, libo na, like tens of thousands of results we've generated for both members and non-members of our community, we found the best way to start your freelancing journey is to focus on just two things. Number one, sino ang gusto mong tulungan, which is your market. And number two, find out kung ano ang problema nila. Uulitin ko ulit, sinong gusto mong tulungan and find out kung anong problema nila. That's it. Simple, di ba? Now, some of you are going to be asking, well, ano namang kinalaman yan sa pagiging online freelancer? Parang last na nag-research ako, like, di ba? Sabi kailangan ko daw maging Facebook ads expert, VA, samot-saring skills. Now, this is a really good question. That's because focusing on these two that I mentioned earlier, walang biro, it will allow you to get clients easier. Now, some of you will be asking, di ko ba kailangan mag-aral ng mga matinding skills o kailangan ko ba magpa-certify kung saan para magsimula? Well, the answer is not really. You can start an online freelancing business regardless if nakatapos ka na pag-aral, nor certification ka man o hindi. You don't have to pay anyone to get started. You can start freelancing right now if you want to. And while having those things, having skill, certification, and all that is fine, we'd love to show you a different way of doing online freelancing wherein instead na ikaw ang nag-a-apply, ikaw mismo ang lalapitan ng clients. I'd love for you to take a look at these examples. Like this is from Sen, one of our members who's earning around, if I'm not mistaken, around 200,000 pesos each month from freelancing alone. Now, what do you notice sa profile niya? I'm gonna give you like a couple seconds to check it out. Now, time's up. Now, if you're gonna notice, right? If you're gonna notice, when you look at her profile, instead of saying na I'm a web designer because that's what she does, sinabi niya, it's clear who exactly she wants to help, which is course creators, and it's clear exactly what she can help them with, which is generate more profit. Okay, let me show you another example. Ito, si Michelle. Si Michelle, one of our members, is probably earning around, I don't know, 400 to half a million each month from freelancing. Meron na rin siyang agency. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she just turned, 21 or 22, right? If I'm not mistaken. Now, again, same question. What do you notice sa profile niya? Now, instead of just saying, I create Shopify stores, which is exactly what she does, instead she said, helping Shopify store owners hit their first six-figure month. Kumbaga, it's clear who she helps, Shopify store owners, and it's also clear what she helps them with, which is first six-figure month. And ito pa, this is from Dina, one of our members then, who's earning over six figures each year in dollars, by the way. That's six figures in dollars each year from freelancing alone. Now, what do you notice sa profile niya? Now, instead of just saying, I'm a digital marketer, which is what you'd see most freelancers do, ang sabi niya dito, diba? Growing leads and sales for flooring contractors. Again, it's clear who she wants to help, flooring contractors, and it's clear what she can help them with, growing leads and sales. Now, here's a question for you guys. Do you see the similarities? Well, I do hope so, because all of our members who are earning consistent six figures each month have this in common. They are clear on who they want to help and what problem they are solving. Because when you do that, when you combine these two, getting clients feels like magic. Check it out. Sabi ni AJ, di ko alam paano ko intro, but I want to start by saying thank you big time, John. Let me share you my win for last week. I got 4 invites last week just by optimizing my profile. And if you're wondering what she meant by optimizing my profile, basically it's just, it's just optimizing your profile wherein you're clear on who you want to help and what problem you're solving. Here's another one from Maria. Sabi niya, John, I'm afraid of this method. Kaliwat kanan offers ko and I haven't even started day 5. Kumbaga siya na yung nilalapitan ng mga clients. And here's one from Nika. Sabi niya, following in John's blueprint gave me a problem, a happy problem. Sabi niya dito, then everything else is like magic really. Sabi niya, by February 9, I was able to add 4 premium clients. Parang magic lang, no? But sila mismo nilalapitan ng clients all because they are very specific kung sino or who they want to help and kung ano yung problema or what exactly, what is it exactly is a problem that they are solving. Now, let me ask you this. How would it feel if ikaw na mismo ang nilalapitan instead na ikaw ang naghahanap. I'm guessing masarap sa pakiramdam, right? And that's what we'd like for you. Instead na ikaw ang nag-a-apply para magtrabaho, ikaw mismo lalapitan para makatrabaho. Some of you are gonna be, be thinking like, okay, gets ko na dyan, pero paano ko naman gagawin yan? Now, huwag kang mag-alala, parating na tayo dyan. This part of the process is simple. Remember what I said earlier about how our best members are specific on who they help and what problem they are solving? Well, ganun din naman ang gagawin natin today. So first, let's start with the who. Now, assuming na nagsisimula ka pa lang, you're literally just starting out, I'm guessing wala ka pang masyadong alam sa mga businesses na pwedeng piliin na maging client. Now, there are a lot of ways to do this and lots of markets to choose from. But let me share with you one of the easiest ways as a newbie to choose who exactly you want to serve. And that is choosing a market by industry. In fact, it's a simple search from Google and you'll find different industries out there. For example, here are some industries or market segments that our members have been serving. Serving restaurants, skincare clinics, skincare stores, coaches, spas, universities, course creators, Shopify owners, realtors, EFTs, pet shops, hotels, e-commerce store owners, Amazon sellers, podcasters, gyms, supplements, fitness stores, fitness coaches, celebrities, authors, and many, many more. And your job, right? And your job for this video is just to choose one. That's it. Now, a couple of tips, right? A couple of tips while doing this. The first tip is while you're choosing, choose a market that is easily accessible for you. Meaning, if napapalibutan ka ng real estate, realtors, or napapalibutan ka ng mga doktor na may clinics, mas maganda. Diba? If lahat ng tropa mo, doktor na may clinic, mas maganda. Kasi you can start reaching out to them as soon as today. Di mo na kailangan papahirapan yung sarili mo. Now, another tip number 2 is that kailangan marami sila. For example, say I chose contractors as my market. And if I type the word contractors inside Facebook, I'd probably see different groups that I could join in and connect in. Like, for example, ito, Florida Construction Contractors, 11,000 members. If I could join that group, now I have access to about 11,000 prospects. Ito, South Florida, 5,300 members. If I can join that group, now I'm in front of about 5,000 prospects. And that's just in Florida. There are over 50 plus states in the US, not to mention other contractors in other countries. So, ito lang yung point. If finding a client is as easy as asking a friend, talking to a relative, or as simple as searching Facebook or LinkedIn, then you have yourself a good market to serve. That being said, the goal is to find a market or industry you can easily find at madami para hindi ka mahirapan kumuha ng clients. Now, by simply choosing the market to serve, here's what could happen for you. Kasi baka tinatanong nyo, ano naman yun? Bakit ko kailangan pumili? What's the difference? Well, let me show you this. Sabi ni April dito, I once dreamed of this, but now it's happening. I can't breathe. I just signed a contract with Agora. Yes, Agora, one of the biggest direct response companies. Now, sabi niya dito, what helped me land this client, I niched down. I chose a very specific market. You see that? That helped me position myself as an expert. So all April did was choose a market and she went, okay? I'm not kidding. She went from charging $2, okay? Charging $2 per article before. She was charging $2 to $3 writing 100-word articles to now charging, sabi nga niya dito, if you're wondering about the fees, it's a minimum of 5 digits per project. 5 digits in dollars, that's $10,000. From $2 per article to $10,000 per project. Now, let me ask you this. How would it feel to earn $10,000 for a single project? Now, I don't know about you, but if baguhan na ako, I'd probably take a vacation for the entire year after just one project. Kota na eh, right? Now, you're probably thinking, how do I choose a market na tama at mataas yung bayad? Baka mali kasi yung piliin ko eh. Well, here's the thing that you have to remember. When choosing a market, the goal isn't to be right. No, sir. That's not the goal. The goal is to simply choose. So long as you choose, you're good. Okay? Do not let your doubts stop you from choosing. Because frankly, and tatapatin ko na kayo, a ton of our members have been successful in wildly different markets like the one I just showed you earlier. Right? Lahat namang ng markets may problema. And if may problema, merong pera. And if you can help them solve it, there's no reason why you can't get them as a client. Now, balikan natin yung statement ko kanina about our best members. Sabi ko nga kanina, our best members are those who are specific on who they serve and what problem they are solving. Now that we're done with the who, let's talk about the what naman. Teka dyan, like, kailan natin pag-uusapan yung skills na kailangan pag-aralan? Paano maging VA? Paano maging social media manager? Paano kung mamaya na yon, that comes later. Really, really later. You see, here's the biggest misconception about online freelancing. Most of the time, you'll hear freelancers say, kapag programmer, malaki kita. Kapag web developer, malaki bigayan. Kapag madaming skills, tiba-tiba per hour yan. Kapag X, maraming kita. Pag Y, maraming... But that's not true. It's not in the skills that you have. It's the problem that you solve that allows you to charge higher fees, not your skill. The bigger the problem, the more you can charge. In fact, I'd like you to check this out. Sabi ni Charlie dito, huge win, just made my heart leap today. Sabi niya, remember my last post about the 2 proposals I sent? Yeah, well, I didn't really expect them to choose the first option I gave, which was worth $20,000. But damn, I was surprised. Sabi nga nung client, we'll proceed with option 1 for $20,000. Now, if you're wondering, ano ba yung skill? Like, ano bang ginawa ni Charlie para mabayaran ng $20,000? I think you'd be surprised to know na yung pinramis si Charlie na result is a 90-second video. 90-second animated video, and that was it. Right? $20,000 for a 90-second animated video. So that's Charlie. Now, sasabihin kasi ng iba, well, kaya mataas yung bayad niya kasi video animator siya, or, di ba? Mga ganong sinasabi. But if you go to Upwork right now, may kita mong rates ng iyong video animators tulad nito, 97% job success, magaling to. Pero $5 per hour. Ito, 2D animation, whiteboard animation, $10 per hour. Ito, 90% job success, $8 per hour. Ito pa isa, top-rated pa to, top-rated motion graphic artist, only $10 per hour. Ito, isa pang top-rated, $10 per hour. Itong isa, $10 per hour pa rin. Now, ito yung tanong ko sa inyo. If it's the skill or service that makes up your fees, how come there's such a huge discrepancy? Ang laki ng pagkakaiba, di ba? $10 per hour to Charlie's $20,000 per project for a 90-second video. Di ba? Now, here's another example. Si Dina. Si Dina naman, sabi niya dito, parang ewan dito sa video, but this was the exact moment when my 20K video proposal got accepted. Diba? So, she was able to close a $20,000 project just like Charlie. Sabi niya dito, I just knew that his website plus his needs and pains, once I put my magic into it, it's gonna 10x more convert into sales. That 20K is nothing but dust to his business. Sabi niya dito. Dina, what Dina's doing, by the way, is just doing Facebook ads and basically digital marketing for the client for $20,000. But if you compare her fees to others who do web design and ads, guess what you're gonna find? It does not even come close. Yeah, tulad ito, Facebook, Instagram ads, $10 per hour. Ang dahil pa nga niyang skill, Google Ads, Snapchat Ads, Google Analytics. Here's another one, right? YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, management expert, $10. Like Facebook ad specialist, $8.75. Right? Yung isa pa nga, top-rated dyan, $10 lang. Now, here's another one. Top-rated, $10 per hour lang. Web design naman to. Isang to graphic designer, $7 per hour only. Ito naman sa $9. Graphic design and web design and development. Basically, the same thing that Dina is doing. The only difference is she's paid $20,000 to do it. And they are paid $7, $9 to $10 to do it. And then there's me. People know I write emails for a living as an email copywriter. And people often refer to me as someone earning 7 figures. Kasi nga daw, highly paid daw, in quotes, ang skill na meron ako, which is email copywriting. But if that's true, Tulad nito, I'm being paid $10,000 in email commissions, in commissions alone by writing emails. Okay? But ito yung tanong. If that's true, na I'm being paid $10,000 in commissions simply because of my skill as a copywriter, how come others who are much more skilled than me have these rates? Tulad nito, $30 per hour, copywriter. Ito naman isa, top rated, ang galing nito, top rated, but $25 per hour. Diba? Itong isa, $15 per hour. Ito naman isa, $10 per hour, $10 per hour, $7 per hour. Right? And yet here I am being paid five figures in dollars just for commissions for doing practically the same thing. Here's the thing. This is not to mock people who are charging $3 or $10 per hour for their service. That's not the point. But rather, it's to prove the point earlier that the skill does not dictate the fees that you can charge. And I want you guys to understand this concept because you'll be able to charge higher fees even if you're just a newbie if you can accept this concept. Check this out. Yan, si Nina. Oh my God, teka lang, dream ko magka-post dito with hashtag na ganyan. Ang ganda ng bunga ng November, I was able to close a $2,594 worth of projects and it's just the first week. Sabi niya dito, by the way, I'm Nina. I enrolled here last September 27. Yan, I'm from Bohol. This was September, October, November, December. After 3 months, ito na yung post niya. Sabi niya dito, grabe, I never did I expect I can close deals at this rate. And to think I have zero experience pa with email marketing. Now, there's also people like Regina. Sabi niya, just 2 months in, and she already closed a $3,000 website project before November ended. And here's the best part. She closed a $3,000 deal, and she has no skill in website development. Diba? Here's another one from Gail. Closed a deal, Instagram marketing for $2,000 with zero experience in IG marketing. Diba? Yan si Gail. Now, there's also people like Mona, diba, who closed a $1,500 deal for a skill she only has basic knowledge about. Okay, sabi niya, closed a deal today without having to go through a discovery call only 3 days after niya mag-enroll. There's also people like Michael, sabi niya, just wanna help, prove the power of JTL proposal, just landed my dream client this morning, zero knowledge of YouTube ads, pero tinanggap siya, right? And by the way, if you're wondering like, paano yun? Di naman nila ang service tapos naninigil sila ng mahal. Like, guys, one of the things that we actually encourage people to do is to be honest, is to be in integrity and tell the client na wala ka talaga experience. And you'd be surprised, okay? You'd be surprised that even though you don't have the experience, even if though you're very honest about what you can do and what you can't do, if you come from a place of help, if you really want to solve your client's problems, they will hire you at these rates. Like for example, Michael closed a $3,000 deal for the setup and $1,500 monthly retainer plus 10% sales commissions. Nakakabilib, di ba? The question is, how do you go about finding out what problem you'd want to solve so you can charge higher fees? Now, let me show you this. For example, say the market that I chose are restaurant owners. Yan yung napili ko na market. If I want to know what problem I want to solve for them, I just have to go to Google and type in what are the challenges of having a restaurant. Bakit? Kasi problema nila hinahanap mo, di ba? So you can also type in what are the problems of having a restaurant. After all, it's their problem that you're looking for, right? So anyway, once you do that, right, you type in what are the challenges of having a restaurant, you'll see articles upon articles telling you what the usual and recurring problems are. Now, in this instance, when I checked on the articles that I saw, ito yung mga nakita kong problema. They have problems with their menu, they have problems with their staffing, they have problems with their marketing. Basically, they have problems in getting more people to go into their restaurant. How about if my chosen market were chiropractic clinics? Again, I can just simply go to Google, type in what are the challenges of running a chiropractic business, and from there I discovered this. So 4 challenges chiropractors face when trying to market their clinics. And there's also this, what are the biggest challenges? Like one of them is marketing the business. Top 10 things to avoid in running your chiropractic business. And from there I found out that their problems are retaining patients, cash flow, they have problems with cash flow, and getting new chiropractic patients. Now, all you have to do is write down the challenge your market has, just like I did. Ang tanong dito, mahirap ba? Mahirap pa yan, yung pinakita natin. Like, madali lang, di ba? Simple lang actually. In fact, once you've found your market's problems, right? Once you've found your market's problems, you simply need to choose a problem that you want to help solve. Ideally, yung problemang isa-solve mo is something that's directly related to their revenue. Now, we discussed this in depth inside one of our flagship programs, which is the Freelance Movement Tribe. But let's just say that if solving a particular problem increases a business revenue and decreases their expense, that means you can always charge a premium for solving that particular problem. Now, let me repeat that. If solving a particular problem increases their revenue and decreases their expense, you can always charge a premium fee. Clear ba tayo doon? Good. Again, stop worrying muna kung ano ang need na gawin. For now, focus on the two things that I mentioned in this video. Focus on who you want to serve and find out what problems they have. Yun lang dalawang yun. Focus on who you want to serve and find out what problems they have. I'm telling you, if you do this right now, you're already ahead of most of the freelancers out there. Again, choose who you want to serve and find out what problems they actually have. Now, some of you are probably asking, pero John, once na magawa ko na to, for example, I already found out who I want to serve and what problem I can help them with. Once magawa ko na to, ano na susunod? Well, relax lang. That's what we're going to be talking about in the next video. Because if you're new to this, you likely don't know yet ways to actually help your clients. So we're going to cover them in our next video. In fact, in video number 2, I'm going to show you exactly what to do next. Plus, I'm going to show you one of the simplest ways to get your first client. And also, we're going to show you an actual live example of a message that you could use or you can send right now to get your very first client. Now, I suggest you watch out for that because, the second video is really important. When you know that it doesn't take much to actually start getting clients or start your freelancing business, you now have the confidence to pursue a career in freelancing. To be honest, that's really our goal. It's to inspire you to be one of us and to prove to you that it can be done. Regardless who you are, regardless if nakapagtapos ka man ng pag-aaral o hindi, and regardless your experience, your credentials. Okay? But right now, I want to know a little bit more about you. Okay, so let me ask you a question. What would it mean to you if you could have a predictable and thriving 6-figure a month business without overworking yourself to the bone? How would that change your life, your family? How would that change your loved ones? Okay, now the answer to that, I want you to scroll down below this video and tell me in the comments section. I would really love to know. I would really love to know what would it mean to you if you could have something like this in your life. And of course, if you like this video and you found it useful, I would love it if you could share it with your friends. We're rooting for you, and I will see you in video number 2.